Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you all. Shauna Marie Fisher here for my weekly Facebook Live. So give everybody a minute to come on here. I know it takes everybody a minute to come on, especially when I am a couple minutes late. So, oh my goodness. But here I am to do some free mini live animal communication readings. So I'll just give everybody a minute to come on. And I hope you all are having a great weekend. I was at an awesome event yesterday at this place called Migration Brewing in Portland, and it was a warm up event for Oregon Humane Society's Doggy Dash, which is happening on the 13th of May. So if you're interested, check that out. It's a really awesome event, and it was really cool to be there to connect with people and their pets and support all the awesome stuff the Oregon Humane Society does. I'd love to be able to do that. So that was really fun to be there yesterday. And I posted some pictures of some of the cute dogs that I met yesterday. It's so cool to get to interact with them in person. I just love that so much. So there's that. Hey, Lee, good to see you, Lee. Hope you and Bernadette are doing well. Let's see here. So that was really fun to be a part of that yesterday. I love to be able to do that, and I'm so excited about next month too for the official Doggy Dash. So if you guys are in Portland and want to register, check it out. Or if you're not in the Portland area, maybe check the local Humane Society in your area, see if they have any kind of like walk or run for the animals or a doggy dash kind of thing, because most humane societies have something like that. So maybe one in your area might have a little thing like that. Hey Sharon, good to see you. I hope all is well. I hope that Frankie and Sheba and Spike are doing well. Hopefully I'm remembering the name of your tortoise right. I think it's Spike. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. So let's see here. Now, and tonight's going to be my catch up night after my live too. I'm like, okay, I need to catch up on Facebook stuff and catch up on emails. It's amazing how time gets away from us sometimes, right? It's like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that and forgot to do that. So there we go. So that's my plan for after my live tonight. After I get a couple things squared away, is to do that. And hey, Chris, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. And hey, Emmy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well too. Good to see you. So let's see here. Let's see what kind of questions come through. I know sometimes it takes a minute. Oh, Frankie. So let's see here. Frankie is still finicky with his eating. Does he say anything about that? So what he's showing me is he's like, mix it up more. He's like, I want to smell it more. I want to smell it more. And he's showing me like with a fork. He's like, not a spoon, a fork of like kind of like mixing up his food and like really stirring it up. But he's showing me take the fork and go like this and then go like this, kind of like you're winding a noodle. He says, mix it up like that, mix it up, and then kind of then stir it all about, and then stir it all about, and make sure he can smell it better. He says, I want to smell it better and make sure it has a little bit more moisture content. He says that will help too, and he's still just adjusting to things. So just keep showing him how yum this is, and look, you get good stuff. Sheba gets good stuff. You both get such good stuff, and keep showing him and reminding him of that. And he says that will help. So hopefully he gets his little appetite back soon, because I know that's hard with all of that, right? And hey, Carol, good to see you, Carol. Let's see here. And yeah, you're so welcome, Sharon, and keep me posted. So yeah, because I love little Frankie. He's such a good boy, such a handsome boy. So let's see here. And then Chris says, my little Chihuahua Bandita. I love that name, Bandita. That's so awesome. Bandita shakes most of the time. What is she afraid of? The first thing that she told me is that I'm afraid of like my own shadow and shadows. She's like, I see shadows, I see shadows, I see shadows. So just give me like a little pat and a little pet and let me know like everything's okay, you're fine, everything's okay, and give her that little reassurance. And then she's like, make sure I have like I'm all nice and warm and cozy too. She says I like to be nice and warm and cozy. So make sure I'm nice and warm and cozy as well, because she says that that really helps me too if I'm nice and warm and cozy. So there is that for you, Chris. So yeah. And I love that name. That's such a cool name. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Bandita. I love that. Bandita. There was a dog I met yesterday. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was like, I'm trying to remember what his name was, but now I'm remembering. So at the Humane Society event yesterday, there was a dog I met, one of the coolest names ever. And there's a picture I posted of this dog too, if you want to check it out. His name is Kenzo. How cool of a name is that, right? Kenzo. So that was like, that's such a cool name, right? I love that. I love that name. But I kind of like I like the names that are a little bit different sometimes, because one of my dogs, her name is Cool Up, and that was the name she came with at the Humane Society, and I just loved it. And it's a little different, and it really suits her perfect. So I love that. And oh my goodness, my cat is getting into trouble in the other room. I can hear him doing that. They always know to get into trouble when you're on the phone or on doing something, right? So there we go. So you are so welcome, Chris. And then Nicole, happy Sunday to you. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Let's see here. I'm just going to see what other questions come through. I always like to kind of just refresh my screen to make sure I'm not missing anything. So, dun, 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 dun. I'm sure loving that it's light out later. That's for sure. So, but I'm ready for it to warm up a little bit. We had in Vancouver, Washington today, we had a little bit of rain, and I'm ready for some more sun, just like not like too hot, like not like Arizona hot. That's like too much for this girl. So I'm not a 90-degree weather kind of person. So I don't know about you all, but me, I'm like, no, not so much. So there is that. So let's see what other kind of questions you have. Do you guys have any fun stuff you do with your pets for the spring? So sometimes, different seasons, maybe there's different activities and things we do with our pets, right? That's always fun. So see here. Okay. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Oh, good. I'm so glad you made it through that. Okay. I hope that your recovery and everything is going well too. And I'm sure your Miss Chloe Grace is helping you with that healing too. I hope your recovery is nice and easy, and that it goes as smooth as it can. So wishing you the best with all that. And I'm glad to see you here too, because I was just thinking about it. I was wondering how Lisa's surgery went, because I figured you probably had that. So I'm glad to hear it went well. So that is excellent. So let's see here. And Chris says, the horse that I was trying to buy 2 weeks ago did not work out. I'm interested. Oh yeah, that can be hard sometimes, right? I'm interested on a pony mare named Batani. Can you tell me anything about her? So what I get with Batani is that I'm a really sweet soul, but I have like complexity too. That I have different layers. That I'm really sweet, but there's like a lot of different layers. And she's making me think of like a dancer that has like those big skirts, and there's just many different layers. It's like you see this side of me, and see this side of me, and this side of me, and this side of me, and that there's different layers, and that I'm a good worker bee horse, that I'm a good worker bee horse, and that I'm really smart, and I like put my head down and I figure things out and I do good, and I'm really easily directed is what she's telling me. And that's a really pretty name. Love that. So see here. And Nicole says, yeah, you're so welcome, Nicole. You're so welcome. Nicole says, speaking of cats, I have one for you. Laugh out loud. My cat meows all night and he's worse than usual. I'm assuming he's bored, but I can't even sleep lately because he's meowing so much. Oh my goodness, Nicole, that's no fun, right? Because sleep is such an important thing, right? I know I like my sleep, right? So it's hugely important. So what I get is your cat keeps showing you like on the wall, like I want to turn the light switch on and off. Like I want to turn on the light. Like I want to have more light on, and I want to have like lighty things to play with. Like, so he showed me like little like lights, like little lights that dance around that I can play with. Like I want to play with the lights and I want to have more light on because I like want some like entertainment. And he showed me like these like fountain kind of lights that has like these just kind of pretty sparkly lights. Like I want to play with lights and I want to watch things and I want to be entertained. So give me something in the other room to have me be entertained that like I can see, even though cats can see well in the dark, but I want to like have, yeah. So what he showed me is this kind of like a laser toy almost, but it's like one that just goes, that there's like these lights that I can watch and these lights that I can see. That I can watch. There's these lights that I can watch. So it's just like a fun thing that's like inter entertaining for me is what your cat says. So it's like a fun thing. It's like a self used laser toy. So it's like I don't need people for that. It's like I just watch the lights, like lights. Like I want to have lights. And he's making me think of just like, you know, how Christmas lights, they have that like little like sway and all of that. He's showing me that like I want to have that kind of thing. So look up like cat lights, and I don't know like what you'll find, but just look up something like that is what he's showing me, like lights, fun things to watch and look at. So yeah, so hopefully that helps, Nicole. And hey Tina, good to see you, Tina. Let's see here. Let's see here. Nicole says, that's neat. He's honorary. Thank you. Laugh out loud. Oh, you're so welcome. And he says, oh my goodness, I can't believe he's going to make me say this. When I read the he's honorary part, he says, I learned from the best. So he says you challenge each other. He says we challenge each other, and he says it's in a good way that we challenge each other, and we're really good. We're really good at challenging each other. So there we go. So there we go. I love that. So let's see here. And then Chris talking about the horse, the pony. Says interesting. She has feathers on her lower legs and it looks like skirts. Oh, cool. I love that. Oh my gosh, how cool. Yeah, because she showed me like I'm pretty. I'm a dancer girl. So oh my goodness. You'll have to keep us posted, Chris. I love that. So I love that, love that, love that. So let's see here. Oh, cool. Emmy says, I did animal communication last night, long distance with a donkey. Awesome, Emmy. Today, when I volunteered, he was extra loving. Awesome. He touched my heart. Oh, that's so cool. I love that, Emmy. And Emmy says, everyone should sign up for your next animal communication class. Thank you, Emmy. Yeah, I will. I have one that oh my gosh, so it'll be week 3 of my class that I have right now. And I'm loving it. Like so many cool students in my class, and they're like really engaged and asking a lot of great questions, and they're really like doing really great. And it's really fun to see people. And I always love to see the interaction and the different questions people ask. So I was thinking kind of after my class, I might do like a development kind of group, or maybe some one-on-one mentoring or some like group mentoring, and then maybe do like a different kind of class too. So yeah, so thank you, Emmy. I love that. Let's see here. And then Tina says, tuning in with a sleepy Finn tonight. And oh my goodness, as I read that, Brophy says, thank you. Brophy says, thank you. Brophy's like, okay, I'm adjusting a little more. But he's like, okay, I can close my eyes and I'll have to keep like one eye on this little guy. He says, he's like, I don't have to keep one eye on this little guy. So I'm glad that he's a little bit sleepy is what Brophy says. So, oh, little Finn. I love the little video that you posted of them the other day, Tina, of Finn, walking after Brophy. He's like, here he is. Here's my big bro. Like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And so it's so cute. So it's cool to see they're acclimating, and it definitely does take time for that, right? That's for sure. So I love that. And then Tina says, too funny, too true. And Finn says, like, if you pet my neck, that helps me. Like, if you give me like little like neck scratches, that helps me. I like neck scratches, like, oh, scratch my neck is what Finn says, and like scratch my shoulders. He's like, I like scritches and scratches. He says, I like scritches and scratches. And he says he loves you to watch his eye movements because he says he has the coolest eye movements ever, is what Finn says. And then Brophy says to he's showing me to like really give some extra love to my hind end right now, because like my back end is a little bit tight right now, so I could use some help with like loosening up my back end, is what Brophy says. So there's that. And then Tina says he loves those walks with his big brothers. We'll scratch him. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, really get in there good. And he says, Dad does it. He says, you do it good. And he's like, Dad does it so good. He's like, oh. He's like, he loves it. So yeah. And it's so cool that he's looking up to Brophy too. That's like a really good thing too. So that'll help them to acclimate too, right? With that he has that, instead of like, him trying to take charge. He's like, hey, okay, I look up to this other guy. So that's really cool to see that. I love that so much. So let's see here. And then you're so welcome, Tina. We'll massage Brophy tonight. We do it nightly. Yeah, he says really get in there good. And he says as you're massaging the top part, like get in, like really hold the inside part as you're kind of doing that massage, and just kind of do and do that. And he says that will really help. So there's that. And hey, Bianca, good to see you. And Chris, I love this. This is a great question. Chris says, can you tell me what my totem animal is? So it's interesting. So for you, Chris, I definitely feel like what they're showing me is it's not just one, there's multitudes. So I show that the energy of rabbit works with you sometimes, and crow, the energy of rabbit and crow. And then like the big one I feel for you is like the moose and the elk. The moose and the elk kind of go hand in hand, and they're like your bookkeepers, and they help you to keep everything in sync and to help everything like stay like grounded and centered and and sacred and protected around you, is the moose and the elk. And then horses say you're their gatekeepers as well too. So you have like a collection of animals, Chris, and it can be more than one that you can have. Let's see here, that can be like a totem animal. So that's really cool. So let's see here. And Bianca says missing Leo today. His wind chime in the garden and noisy from the wind, sending him love. He says as that wind chime bing, bing, bings, he says he's sending you his love. He says, I'm sending you my love. So he says you can just touch that, and that's a way to like get connected with him instantaneously, is what he says, and sending you so much love. And just remember, Bianca, to be gentle on yourself. And remember, there's absolutely no rules on grief, and there is no time limit on grief as well. So just remember to be gentle with yourself, right? Because so many people, try to say like, oh, there's this rule on grief and this, and, there's this and that. And it's like, I just call, that's not accurate in my opinion. So anyway, so there is that. So, ooh, I love this question, Lisa. Lisa says, when did you notice you could read animals? So I've had a connection, right, with animals my whole life, right? And I didn't realize I was, doing it until, so Luna, when I had my yellow lab Luna that I wrote my book Soulmate Dog about, she's the one that really helped me to practice it more, but and gave me the courage. But how it really opened up too was I was at this one friend's event, and her now husband had just got this new cat, right? And I started to describe the cat. I was like, oh, she's smaller. She's like this color. And she kind of acts like this. And I was just tuning into the cat without realizing like what I was doing, right? And so she just kind of stood back and looked at me. And I'm like, what? This is normal, right? Like what I was doing, this is normal, right? It didn't seem anything out of the ordinary to me at all, right? So she had said, hey, have you ever thought about doing animal communication? And I'd always been into the, like spiritual new age, that kind of thing. So I was like, oh, okay, like that sounds interesting. So I started to read all the books I could and took all the classes I could. And then I realized, like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this my whole life. And then with Luna's, guidance and wisdom and support, then I started to put myself out there more with that. So yeah, that's a great question. So thank you, Lisa. I love that. So, and that'd be a cool thing for me to share more too, because I feel like, maybe people don't realize that. So that would be cool. So thank you for that question. I love it. And you are so welcome, Bianca and Chris. You're so welcome. And then Bianca says, let's see here, for monkeys, or anything wrong with him? Any vitamin he is low in? He says, I'm low in vitamin B and vitamin K. He says, I'm low in vitamin B and vitamin K. And his third eyelid shows every now and then. He says it shows with different stressors and different things in the air is when that shows more. And he says that the chicken broth would help him because he says it would kind of like coat my system and help me. So he says that would help me, and he says just to give me that extra little bit of like chicken broth or bone broth. And they have, so I don't know if they have that where you're at, but they have this brand of cat food that's called Weruva. It's Weruva. And they have this one that's called Paw Lickin' Chicken. And it's just shredded chicken, and it has kind of like a gravy like thing in it. So you might see if you could get something like that. And he says the only thing that's wrong with him, he says his like lower kind of back by his kind of like sacrum area gets a little bit sore sometimes. He's like, that gets a little bit sore and stiff. So he says, if you can help with that, he says that would be really great. He says, if you could help with that, he says, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's like that middle part of his back is bothering him. He says, he's like, oh, he's like, that's bothering me. He's like, that's bothering me. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully he starts feeling better. So let's see here, because I know it's no fun when that happens, right? When they don't feel well, it's like, oh. So let's see here. I'm going to see what other questions people have coming up here. So I'm just going to give you guys a second here. Let's see here. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to see what other questions come up. I kind of like flip through different screens and make sure, like, even though I have Facebook up on my phone, I always like to make sure that I have it, that I look on my computer too. So let's see here. See if I, let's see here. Flip to the right page here. All right. All right, let's see here. There we go. Oh, so great question, Bianca. Bianca says, thank you, very helpful. Should I massage the back or energy healing? He says energy healing. So he's showing me, like, imagine there's a circle right here and just kind of swirl around and just be like, shoo, shoo, and just be like, okay, like just swirl around and just like create that energy. Like there's these like rays of light that are just coming from his back. And it's like, there's that circle, and just imagine that circle is flowing, flowing, flowing. And there's just the energy moving, the energy moving, the energy moving, the energy moving, and the energy moving. So he says that will help the most is what he's saying with that. Oh, and then also too, I want to make sure I don't forget to share this with you guys. So I actually have some spots left in that your monthly pet connection. I have that on the 27th of this month, and I still have, and it's $22, limited to 10 people, and everybody that shows up gets a reading. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to put the link right here. So then if you guys want to sign up, it's like a really fun monthly event, and it's a way to connect deeper, because these are just like quick surface level readings, and in there you get to connect with the other people that are a part of it, and then you get to connect with me, and then I get to connect with your pets, and it's just a really cool thing. So if you're interested, there's spots left for that. So anyway, so let's see here. So Chris says Frankie scratches his neck a lot anything he can tell you. He showed me like it's like a scabby there. He's like, it feels like scabby. So he's like, I scratch it because it's like itchy and kind of scabby. So he's like, if you could just kind of do some like massage right there, just be like, okay, just massage around that area. That will help my neck. Just do some moving of that fascia and that area around my neck, and that will really help to just kind of move that energy about. Let's see here. All right, hey Amisha, good to see you, long time no see. So let's see here. And he said, wondering how Kona's back is feeling. Kona says that my left back is out of alignment. Like Kona's having me go like this. It's like, oh, my left back feels like it's like kind of disjointed, like something has like slipped out of place. So I don't know if you have a veterinary chiropractor near you that can do like an adjustment, because I just feel that left side. It's kind of that. So here's his like lower part of his back. It's like that left side right there. It's just kind of like right before um right before my hips, that like left side, it's really kind of out of sync and out of alignment. So yes, okay, cool. So you have an acupuncture and a laser. So yeah, work that like left side right before my hip, and then work around my hip too, especially like the top part of it, and then like the top part in the middle, just like whoop, like really work. That is what I get, and that will help. And I love that you're doing the acupuncturist and the laser too. Like that's so awesome. So yay for that. Like super beneficial and super helpful to do that. Yes, you do know some stuff. I know you do. It's awesome. So in Colorado is a cool place for that, right? Because they have a lot of stuff like that actually in Colorado. So I've got my training through the Northwest School of Animal Massage. And hey, Doreen, good to see you, Doreen. And they're really amazing. And in Colorado, I want to say it's in Boulder, Colorado. Another really awesome massage school for animals is the Rocky Mountain School of Animal Massage, and I think they're in Boulder, Colorado, if I remember right. They have some cool classes and stuff too. So maybe they might have some stuff you might be interested in taking, Amisha. I don't know. So I just thought I'd throw that out there for you. And you're so welcome. And you said yeah, you're going to check it out. Awesome. I love it. And you say you have an awesome integrative vet. That's awesome. I think integrative vets are so amazing because they combine like east with west. And I feel like it's good to, I feel like it's good to combine both of them, because then it's like they work hand in hand, right? Because I don't feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's just important to work with them hand in hand. So that's my thought on that. And you're so welcome, Chris and Jolene. Good to see you, Jolene. Hopefully, Rooster and Miss Willow are doing well. Let's see here. And all right, Amisha says, yeah, and your Callie's so pretty too, Amisha. I love all the pictures you post of her. So you said you would also love to hear how Callie is feeling. She's like, bouncy, bouncy. I like to bouncy, bouncy, bouncy around. And I'm like the happy police of the house. Like I'm like the happy, happy, happy girl. Like I'm always happy. I'm always happy unless I'm like, I want to go out and do something and I can't go out. Then I'm not going to be happy, but I like to be happy, 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 happy. And she wants to like, chew more stuff and have more stuff to lick. She's like, I want more of that. I want more of that. I want more of that. She's like, boop, 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 to chew. She says she likes to move things around in her mouth. And she says she likes to have like water slosh around in her mouth too. She's so funny. She's so funny. And she says that she even pulls Kona out of a funk. She's like, no, we're happy in this house, is what she says. She's like, I don't care. We're happy. We're happy. We're happy. That's what she says. So my goodness. Oh, I love it. I love that. So I love that you got her. So you said OMG, that's all so true. She's literally insane. And she's like, thank goodness you get me and that you help me, because she says I needed you all in my life to help me, because you helped me with coping with that and dealing with that. and she's showing you what she's showing me is that she's going to show you the deeper like work with pets you can do too, because she's showing me that she's there to help you to do some of the work with pets that you want to do, like in conjunction with the other stuff that you do, with like tying it in with the pets and the people. She says she was brought there to help with all of that. So yes, yes, yes. I love that. It's so cool, Amisha. I love it, love it, love it. So it's awesome. So let's see here. Let's see what other ooh, okay. It's all showing up photography and body work. Yes, yes, I love that. Well, and what's cool too, Amisha, is at that Rocky Mountain School of Animal Massage. They have a cranial sacral therapy. They have like different levels for canine and for equine, and it's more kind of like an energetic kind of thing, and incorporates different other elements too. So so there you go. So it's interesting that that came up. So that, kind of is that form of that body work. And then they have, of course, the massage too. So that's really cool. And then that's right near you in Colorado. So perfect, right? So yeah. So there's that. Um, let's see here. And Chris says, I adopted 4 feral cats last September. Are they okay? They say yes, yes, yes. They're like, make sure we always have good food and water. They're like, we're okay, we're good. They're like, we're good, we're good, we're good, is what they say. They're like, we're good. And they say they're so happy to have you. So they say, thank you for helping us. They say, thank you for helping us. And then Amisha says, yes, I love that. Oh, good question, Bianca. I love this. So Bianca says, how long is your pet connection session? It'll be midday for me during work hours. I'm trying to see if I can attend during a lunch break. So yeah, so it starts at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and it usually goes for about an hour and a half. So it'll go from like 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. So it'll go an hour and a half. So what I do is I do the connecting with all of the people's pets that sign up, and then at the end I do a meditation as well. That's a part of it too. So if you were on like a time crunch and you didn't have like the whole hour and a half, I could always kind of, switch it up, and I could do like the meditation first to connect you all, to kind of get you in that space, and then I could tune into your pets. And if you were on a time crunch, I could make sure you were like one of the first ones, like if you had to go, and then you could listen to the rest on the recording, because it's all recorded, and then I send out the recording to people too. So hopefully that answers that. And it'd be so great to have you join. That would be fun too. And then also too, like if it's like a different time kind of during the day that works for you, Bianca, let me know. Cause I've thought about maybe doing like kind of a pop-up one in the month too, maybe so other people could join, maybe that are on like that different time zone, or, with a different schedule, to kind of help to have a different availability. But if you're able to go on your lunch break, that would be awesome. So that would be cool. So there we go. So perfect. I love that. So perfect, perfect. So thank you for asking that. So yay. And I'm going to put that link in here again. So then you guys have that, even though I know I put it in there earlier. I like to just kind of put it, then you guys don't have to like, fish for it and be like, where is that link? I don't know. So that's for that, your monthly pet connection. So there's spots left. I'd love to have you join. It's fun. And hey, Amanda, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, what's really cool is, so in that monthly pet connection and in my class too, I've come up with some different meditations, and I'm working on making like a meditation CD that I could have for purchase, to have people download, so have different parts on it. So yeah, so there we go. So that's something I have on my list. So there we go. So perfect. So there is that. So let's see here. I'm going to see what other questions. I'm so glad to connect with you all. Like literally, like you guys are, this is like one of the highlights of my week is connecting with you all on Sunday nights. I just love it so much. So that's always so much fun. So there we go. So I'm going to see who else has another question. Yeah, and if you haven't checked it out, so yesterday I was at and oh, thank you. Oh, hey Michelle, good to see you. And you're so welcome, Amanda. And then yes, I'm doing great, thank you. And no, it's okay. You know what? You're never late. You're always just on right on time when you're supposed to be here, so it's all good. So yeah, so yesterday I was at an event, like a warm up for the Oregon Humane Society's Doggy Dash. I was out at a place in Portland for that, and it was so much fun. So I took some cool pictures of some of the pets that I got to see. So I posted that on my business Facebook page and on my Instagram as well. So on that link right there too, it has the link to my Instagram if you wanted to follow me there, and also it has my email list sign up as well. So there is that. So yeah, so it was so much fun. So there's a lot of cute pictures that I took. So many cute dogs. Oh my goodness, so much fun. So let's see here. And hey, Carla, good to see you. Let's see here. I'm going to see what other questions come through. I know sometimes it takes a moment here. So let's see here. Look at that. See, I just gave you guys all a little smile there. So let's see what other questions come up. And I know I can't believe it's already the 16th of April. It's like, where does the time go, right? It goes by so quick, right? It's like, what? How did that happen? Oh my gosh. Oh, Michelle. I don't mean to like laugh right now, but as I'm reading Michelle's question, that's funny that the information that's coming through. So Michelle says, would Zoe like a puppy friend? And what she's showing me, and she's showing me there's like a potted plant, and that she's like kicking up dirt on it. She's like kick, 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 kick. So she's like, I don't know that I would like a puppy friend, because she's like, I want to be the boss. So she's like, it would have to be like where I would be the boss. And I definitely feel like that if you got a puppy for her, she's like, you would have to help pick it. She's like, dad can't be in charge of all of it. Like, you have to be like the smart neutral party that's going to know, like, to help, like, to pick the right puppy if it was going to be a puppy. And she says it would definitely have to be like not another girl, because she says there's only room for one princess in the house, and she says that's her. There's only room for one princess, and that's me. So it'd have to be like a male dog, and she would have to be the one that would be in charge, and she would always be the cutest one, and it would have to be like one that wouldn't take away her sparkle and shine, because she's like, I'm always the most important, and I always will be. So oh my goodness, Zoe. So she's so funny. She's like, yeah, I can't. She says it like she wouldn't want like some like little like floofy dog. She's like, no little floofy dog. She's like, we have to get like another dog that's like, she's like, even though I'm little, it'd have to be like a mighty dog. She says, not some like dog is what she. Oh, so yeah, oh, okay. So not, so you said not a Jax. She says like a Jax type dog would be okay. Because I know who Jax is. Jax, the little Frenchie, because she's like that dog has like a big personality. So she's like, if it was a little dog, it would have to be a big personality, but not like a little like poodle mix or something like that. She's like she's like, yes, a Frenchie, yes, like a real, which, and no offense to anybody that has like any chihuahuas or anything like that. This is just the information that's coming through from Zoe. But and Zoe, I think you have a little bit of chihuahua in you, if I remember right, Zoe. She's like, but she's like, I'm tough. So she's like, it not have to be like some like designer like little dog, like no like little like Shih Tzu or anything like that. Or like no little poodle. It would have to be like a tough little dog. So like, yeah, so like a Jax type Frenchie would be good. Like that would be a good one for her. And like, even like Jax would, be like that. If there was a clone of Jax, that would probably be like a good match for her, because they would kind of have like I think they would have a cool, interesting dynamic. So it has to be like not a pushover dog, but not like one that would take over her place. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Zoe is so funny. She's like, I know. She's like, you asked, and I'm gonna like tell you the down low. So there you go, Zoe. Hopefully I get to see you soon, Zoe. Maybe I'll get to see you this week sometime. If your mom and I both get water at the same time, maybe we'll have to plan that out there, Zoe. So there's that. And then, hey, April, good to see you. And no, you're not too late. So yeah, feel free. Any pet that you have a question for, type it in the comments. I'd love to help. And then let's see here. Oh, cool. Awesome, Bianca. Bianca says that's helpful. I'll send you a message about that. I'd love to attend a full session. Awesome. Okay, cool. Awesome, Bianca. Yes, we totally should plan for that, Michelle. Maybe we could go have like a coffee or a tea or something afterwards. That might be kind of fun. Something, or maybe like lunch, right? The picky eaters unite, right? Like we could, go somewhere where we could like you'd like embrace our pickiness, right? Like, which I'm so glad I like. No, I'm not the only one that I know that's like a picky eater since you told me that. So yay for that. I'm not the only one. So I love that. So let's see here. And Michelle says yes. Okay, perfect. Let's see here. And let's see here. I missed a question here. Amisha says, Kona wants more one-on-one time, or is he okay? He says he's okay and like he balances out, but he says he likes that one-on-one time with you. And then he also says, like, if he was gonna have more one-on-one time, he wants it with your husband and with your son. He says, I miss my boy one-on-one time. So he's like, he loves the one-on-one time with you, but he wants some like more boy one-on-one time with your husband and your son, is what he's showing me. So there's that. And let's see here. Oh, Amanda. Okay. Let's see here. Amanda says, okay, see here. I never got to thank you. A couple months ago, my friend was struggling with multiple health problems. Let's see here. And suddenly her cat started acting differently. And my friend was really concerned that something was wrong with her cat. You said that her cat was just trying to help, really hard to help her heal. It was a big relief to my friend Victoria to know nothing to know nothing was wrong with her cat, Kamoko. Kamoko continues to work really hard to heal mom. Oh, I just got chills as you said that, and hopefully they're both like in that healing process, and they're both doing better. And I'm so happy I was able to help with that, Amanda. So thank you for that update. And Kamoko says that I'm glad that my mom has that awareness, so then when I do certain things, that could help my mom to have that, to know that, like, yes, I'm okay, like I'm just trying to help her to make sure she's okay, because I want her to be okay, is what Kamoko says. Kamoko's like, I want my mom to be okay because I really love my mom. So um there's that. And then happy Sunday to you too, April. And then let's see here. And April says, also nice. And hey, Elise, good to see you. And let's see here. Amanda says, it made a big difference to my friend to know Komoko's okay. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, I love that one. That really is like helpful too, because like our energy like affects our pets, right? So like, they want to know we're okay. We want to know they're okay, right? And it goes hand in hand with that, right? Because there's just such that deep intimate connection with the pets in our life and us, right? Like it's so deep and so profound and so powerful. So yeah, so there's that. So and let's see here. And Kate, oh my gosh, I'm glad to see you on here, because I've been meaning to message you back. And I just like was like, wow, at those pictures you sent me, like so amazing. So yeah, so I promised to message you back. I was like, oh yeah, like I need to message you back. So Because I'm pretty sure it was you, Kate, that messaged me. Because I know another Kate too, and I kind of like mix up your names. Sometimes I'm like, oh wait, no, not that Kate, this Kate. So I think it was you, Kate, though, if I remember. So it was really cool. I was like, whoa, so amazing. So yeah, so that was really cool. Let's see here to see those. And let's see. Okay, Chris. Okay, Chris says one of the wild turkeys has a bad leg. I feed him chicken food. Anything else that I can do for him? So, what I'm getting is like, is there some sort of like well, no, because how can he's showing me that like my foot gets like my foot feels hot sometimes. My leg feels hot. My leg feels hot. So I don't know if there's something that you can give him with his food that would like help a turkey with inflammation. I'm like, okay. He's like, no, 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 not that. So what he's showing me is if you just imagine his leg and just be like, okay, like it's healing, it's healing, it's healing, it's healing, and just keep sending that energy to my leg because what he's showing me is you're already kind of starting to do that, and it's already kind of helped my leg a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit at a time. So to keep doing that. Okay, cool. It was the other Kate. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kate. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute. I think it was the other Kate. So I was like, wait, Kate. Oh, yeah. Wait, wrong Kate. Okay. So Kate said, not sure that was me who sent pictures. Okay. It was the other Kate. Sorry, Kate. Oh, my goodness. But good to see you. So, yes, I think it was the other Kate. So, yes, yes, yes. Let's see here. And you're so welcome, Amanda. You're so welcome. Let's see here. And let's see here. April says, I have a puppy, Lily. She's going to be 1 year old on May 24th. Happy birthday to your puppy. There's all kinds of cool places that make like dog cupcakes and cakes too. And you could even like get cake mix at like pet stores and make your dog like a cake. Like how cool is that, right? So and it's so funny. As I said that, I heard my dogs in the other room were like, "Yeah, you think that's cool, but you've never made a cake for us." So hey, so maybe I need to get them a cake, huh? So there we go. So and then April says, and a cat, Al, he's 12 years old. Anything I should know? So Al says to make sure like I have my high up places because I like the puppy. I like Lily, but like I make sure I have like a new high up place. I really want to have a new high up place. So if I could get a new high up place, that would really help. And the puppy's like, play more of the chase game with me where I like run back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. She's like, I love that. She's like, I'm fast. She's like, I'm fast like a rabbit. She says, I'm so fast. I'm so fast. I'm so fast. I'm so fast is what she says. She's like, I fast, fast, fast. She's like, I'm so fast. So yeah, and she wants to really celebrate up her birthday. She's like, celebrate it up, celebrate it up, celebrate it up is what she says. So there's that. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Kate. I know I missed you too. So I'm glad to see you back here. Let's see here. And then I think Kate says, no worries. Okay, cool. All right. And then let's see here. Lisa says, does Leo, the cat that follows my dad around, think my dad is his best friend? And Leo just says, what do you mean think? I know he's my best friend. He's like, you look back to be like, yep, Leo's still here. He's like, yes, 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 look back. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. He says, yes, 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 I'm still here. So Leo says he loves to like do that. And he says he loves like right in the middle as he's like walking behind your dad. It's like the middle lane is what Leo calls it. I love it. So sweet little Leo. And he says, I'm such a handsome boy too. Leo says, I'm so handsome. So I love that. I had a Leo too before he passed away, my Leo cat. So, and he was actually a Leo too because he was actually born in August. So that's pretty cool. So let's see here. And April, you're so welcome, April. I'm so glad you could tune in. And let's see here. And then Elise, oh, so much love, Elise. Elise says, my Benny has been depressed since my dad passed. Is that all that's bothering him? And he says, yes, yes, yes. He says, yes, yes, yes. And he's showing me like like kind of like a navy blue blanket that's fleeced and like a red little blanket that's fleeced too. So he's like, give me like my little blankets and my little like round spot to lay out. And that will help me, the little like spots to lay and like the little like cuddly spots, my little cuddly spots. And then that will really help me, that will really help me. And then also too, like in acupressure, the lung meridian is associated with grief. So maybe find some acupressure points that you can do like around the lung meridian, because like the lung points help to process and release grief. But Benny says just your touch too, like right here, like helps, is like we connect heart to heart. And that really helps to just give me that extra love and that extra acknowledgement, and know that we're working through that grief together. And I know that's not an easy thing too. And then Benny says also too that he wants to make sure that like when you come home and you're out and about doing things, to come home and be like, and to know like that you can have Benny as your confidant, and you can give him a little pet and he'll help you to kind of like let go of whatever you need to let go of. Benny says, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you process as well. So Benny says, I want you to know that I'm here for you in so many ways. So, so much love, Elise, because I know I can't even imagine how hard that must be. So, so there is that. Hey, Amy, good to see you. I'm going to go ahead and take a drink of water here really quick. And then I promise I'm still here, but I was like, I just needed a drink. So, but it's water, I promise. So there's that. And you are so welcome, Elise. So much love, my friend. So much love. And then let's see here. And then Kate says, wondering if Angus knows what is going on with his skin. His hair is thinning everywhere. So he showed me an allergen, and he's having me like rub my foot on my carpet. So he says, get me tested for environmental allergies. And it's like environmental allergies. So to check with the vet to see if there's some sort of like oil. So like some sort of fish oil, maybe like a cod liver oil, or linatone, some sort of like oil that can help with my skin and to replenish, to seal up those spots, because it's like an environmental thing. Like I'm really sensitive to like environmental allergies is what Angus is showing me. Like I'm really sensitive to environmental allergies. So there is that. And sorry, I kind of jump around, but I promise I get to everybody here. Let's see here. Amy says, do my cats feel more attached to me or my husband? So your one cat says, I feel more attached to you. And then the other cat says, I feel more attached to dad. So they say it's like a split, and they say they reverse those roles. Like I'm attached to you, you're attached to me, you're attached to me, I'm attached to you. And they kind of switch. So they say like, oh yes, this day I'm attached more to dad, this day I'm more attached to mom. But they say that they kind of flip flop around with that. And they're like, don't make us pick, because we're going to make you not figure out which one. They're like, we're going to keep it a secret. So there's that. Oh my goodness, Amy, I love that. Such a great question. Oh, Kate. Okay, Kate says he gets fish oil allergies inside or outside. He says inside allergies. He says inside allergies. He's like, I have inside allergies. And he's making me think of like my carpet, and like something with like some sort of chemicals in the carpet. Something about like the carpet and the flooring. I'm sensitive to things like on that, like some sort of like inside allergy that makes me itchy. So yeah. So I don't know if there's like a different addition with the fish oil of something that you could add, or if there's I know linatone is really cool. That's an oil, or if there's like some sort of oil that you could like rub on his fur to kind of help. So maybe check with your vet to kind of see what kind of options they have for that, is what I get there. So, so hard when they have those allergies, right? So hard. And then Amy says, yes, that's true. Oh, okay. Kate says, haha, he's probably allergic to our other dog. It's so funny because Angus says, yeah, what the other dog goes and does, that's what I'm allergic to, is all that other dog. Oh my goodness. So there's that. Oh my goodness. You're so welcome, Amy. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you could tune in. And hey, Julie, good to see you, Julie. Let's see here. And then, la, 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 I saw there's another question. Okay. Oh, Chris, so much love. Chris says, let's see here. Milo had a molar pulled and part of the upper right maxilla was missing, but not sure if it's osteomyelitis or bone cancer. So as I'm tuning into it, what Milo says it feels like is it's like osteomyelitis. So Milo says it feels like it's healing since it's done that. So if you could kind of do some like kind of circular kind of massage around that area, that would help, some circular kind of massage here and there. And he's like, I'm not really in as much pain as I was before you pulled it, so that is helping, is what I get. And so much love with that, Chris, because that's never easy, right, when we have all that going on. And then and hey, Debbie, good to see you, Debbie. Let's see here. And all right. Okay. Yep. So all carpet is covered in Meg's hair. So she's like, uncover it, is what she is what Angus says. Angus is like, uncover that. Uncover Meg's hair. Oh my goodness, golden glitter. I know. I'm looking at some hair glitter too right here that I need to clean up. So there we go. Let's see here. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. Chris says, you are so much fun. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad you could tune in. Oh, cool. You say I signed up for your monthly session. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Yeah. So I still have spots right here. I'm going to put the link again because I like to share with you guys so then you don't have to like search around. So I have your monthly pet connection that's open to 10 people. So it's via Zoom, it's recorded. Everybody that tunes in gets a message from like a pet/pets. Like there's no there, everybody gets like focused one-on-one time during that. And it's really cool because you gather insight from other people's messages, and it's really like just full of connection. And then I do a meditation during it too. So that's really fun too, to see what comes up with that. So, and it's $22 too, and it's usually about like an hour and a half, and it starts at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on the fourth Thursday of every month. So there is that. And let's see here. And I'm going to probably do these last two questions and then wrap it up here. So for Julie and Debbie, and then I'm probably going to get ready to wrap it up here. Let's see here. Julie says, oh, hi, Julie. Good to see you. Do our kitties like it here, or do they want to be rehomed? My adult daughter does not want them here. Misses her past fur kids. Oh, love all me. Oh, Julie. Oh, so much love. So, what I get is they don't want to be rehomed. They're like, we'll stay with you, because they're like, well, if she's not gonna get it, you get it, and you feel the connection with them. And they say they don't like that her energy, that she doesn't want them. So she's like, show us that you want us. And she says, and they say that will help because they like it there when you acknowledge that you're happy that they're there. She says that they say that helps. That helps when she's like, no, like I want to rehome them, because they say they love being with you, Julie, is what they're showing me. They say they love you, and they're like, we could just like close the door on her, is what they say, because they're like, we try to make her feel better, to try to get her to not feel the loss as much. And only if she would listen, is what they say. They say only if she would listen. Wouldn't it be so nice if she would listen more, is what they say. So oh, I know that's so hard, right, Julie? Oh my goodness, so hard. So much love with that, my friend. See here. And then Debbie Marie says, I'm having issues with Oh, you're so welcome, Julie. You're so welcome. Yeah, they say they say one last thing. They're like, we don't care what we think. We don't care what she thinks because we know we're meant to be here. So they're like, we don't care what she thinks. They're like, no offense to her, but they're like, you know what? If we belong here with you, is what they say. So, oh my goodness. So she says, yes, you gotta love my spunk. So there's that. And hey, Nancy, good to see you, Nancy. I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. And Debbie and Julie says, hee, I love it. All right, okay. So Debbie Marie, I'm having issues with my 7-year-old Chihuahua buddy. For some reason, he's begin peeing wherever he wants to in the house. It's exhausting trying to keep up with him. So what he's showing me is he's showing me my bladder and kidneys are bothering me. He's showing me my bladder is and kidneys are bothering me, and he's like it just comes out. It just comes out, and he's like sometimes a little, sometimes a lot, sometimes different amounts. So I would go and get some blood with some blood work, and at least if not blood work, like definitely a urinary sample, because he's like, oh, maybe blood work too, but he's like, definitely, he says definitely a urinary sample, and then maybe like a blood work to check too, to kind of compare where things are at with like blood work and and a urinalysis as well, because he says that will help too, because he says it's partly something going on with like my stomach and kidneys with me doing that as well. And he's like, trust me, he's like, I don't like doing it either. And he's like, I don't mean for it to come out, and it just comes out, and it just comes out, and it just comes out. So I would recommend doing that. And then if you do the urinalysis, what I would recommend, from my experience working out of that hospital, is they can have you try to get like a clean catch of urine, right? Which that, that can be good too. But what I recommend is, if you're able to have them do a cystiocentesis, which that means they take like a clean catch of urine directly from the bladder. So those tend to be a little bit more like accurate. So he says to get that checked out is what he says to. And he's like, and he says too, like sometimes what'll happen is he'll like do it, and then he'll be like, oh gosh, like I don't mean to do that. And then he'll get like all anxious because he's like, he doesn't mean to make you be like, oh gosh, here you have to clean this up. So then he says some of it he does like out of nervousness, because he's like, oh gosh, I'm sorry. And then he's like, oh gosh, I feel bad. And then then it just like happened again. So he says it's like a correlation of like multiple layers of things. So I would look into that and see what you can find out. And yeah, I hope you're able to get some resolution from that, right? Because I know that's not an easy thing, right? So it's so hard. So let's see here. And then Kate says, thank you for connecting with our big booth head. I'll look into allergens. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And it's interesting because like, Kate, as I'm tuning in, it's like I want to itch, and it's making me feel like, laundry soap that maybe doesn't get all the way out, like some sort of like, chemical kind of thing. So just sit with that and see, because that I feel like that would help. Okay, cool. And I'm like, I missed a comment here. And then Emmy, I think this was for Elise. Emmy was saying, please forgive the suggestion for Benny. Can he have one of his dad's sweatshirts? So yeah, sometimes definitely having that scent, could be helpful. And then Benny's showing me too. He says having your comfort helps me too. He says for you, Elise, he says having your comfort can help too, but definitely having that other scent that can definitely sometimes definitely really help them. So thank you for throwing that out there, Emmy. I love that. So let's see here. And yeah, cool. Lisa's still there. Cool. So Lisa says, thank you. That is a great idea. So yeah. So maybe like with the blanket to, lay on. So just gives him extra comfort. And Benny says, don't forget your comfort too. Because Benny says, I still need your comfort too, is what he says. So he says they go hand in hand with that comfort. So something that is that scent. And he showed me like one of his favorite things from the house too. If you could bring that, like he showed me kind of like this, like some like wooden box thing. He's like, there's some like wooden box thing, and it's making me think of like this little like kind of like maze game that my grandpa used to have. So he's like, bring some of like those like comfort things that were my person's comfort things, with you, because that'll help some of those like favorite things. Like that will help me too. So with the sweatshirt. So, oh, so much love, Elise. So there's that. No, oh my goodness, Emmy, you're so welcome, Debbie Marie. You're so welcome. No, I'm so glad you mentioned that. I mean, I was like, wait, I missed your comment. So no, thank you, Emmy. You're so welcome. So Emmy says, I hesitated, but I kept seeing a sweatshirt. No, that's good. Like, because if we keep seeing stuff like that, right? There's a reason that it's coming up. So I'm glad that you saw that. So maybe like you'll find that find a sweatshirt or something, Elise. That would be, yeah, that could be definitely helpful. So yeah, so there we go. All right, so I think I don't see any other questions, but so I have that link tree for my Your Monthly Pet Connection for those of you that are interested in signing up for that. And I'll just go ahead and put the link in just one more time, just for good measure. Then you don't have to search for it. It's right there. And I'm so glad that you guys could all tune in. So thank you for those of you that listened live, and thank you so much for those of you that listened to the replay. And I will be back next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So thank you again so much. I'm just so grateful for all of you. I just love connecting with you all. Oh, thank you, Julie. Julie says, thanks for all you do. Thank you. Love you, and love to you all and your loved ones. Oh, you're so welcome, Julie. And love to you guys too. I just love all of you too. So thank you, Julie. Thank you. And you're so welcome, Elise. So much love to you, and Benny too. So I'm just so grateful for you all. So I definitely look forward to tuning in with you all next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I think I was trying to type in tuning in at the same time, and it's like, wait a minute, I was stumbling over my words. So thank you again so much. So much love to you all, and bye for now. And I will see you next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Bye for now. Take care.